Now, if you take a look at Advanta before it rally up, okay, before it rally up, let me show you right here. Okay, right here. Now, from this chart alone, even without the use of indicator, I want to train you to be able to recognize that this chart is bullish. It is bullish not because it's an uptrend, the price is going up. Of course, you say bullish. No. That one is called bullshit, not bullish. Right? So what do you observe from this chart? When you first cast your eye, especially those of you who are new, when you first cast your eye onto the chart, you will want to focus on something. Now, this white and black thing is called a candlestick. Okay, one candlestick will have the open, the high, the low, and the closing. Okay, the open, the high, low, and the closing. And then the white candle also the same. It will have the open, high, low, and closing. You see the label over here. Okay, O for OHLC. O for open, H for high, L for low, C for close. Okay. Now, these green and red bars are known as the volume bar. Okay, volume transaction. So when you first cast your eyes down onto the chart, you want to pay attention to the volume spike. These are called the volume spike. Okay, volume spike. So when you see volume spike, you want to cross-check with the candles. Now, what you see from a candle right here is every time there's a volume spike, you are seeing white candle with a long body. Okay? Whenever the volume is low, you see this short, kate volume bars, you take a look at the candle, the body is small. Okay? This is normal. Okay, this is a normal uptrend characteristic where when the stock price is going up, you see increasing volume. When it starts to consolidate, okay, you see lower volume. Now for let me bring up my drawing board. Now for trend trading, your characteristic of the trend. How do I get rid of the candle? Okay, I'm going to use my pen to show you. Now, when we talk about consolidation, now this is an uptrend, everybody knows, yeah, higher high, higher low. The price is going higher, pull back, low. The low is higher than this low. It will break the previous high, go higher, pull back lower. But this low is higher than the previous low and keep going up. This is called Dow theory. Okay, so when I say go up, this is the up move, and this is called the pullback, or we call the consolidation time, pullback. So these two words, usually I will use interchangeably, okay? It's either I call it the pullback or I call it the consolidation. Now, during consolidation, you will see either the stock price go up and then pull back, or you will see go up and then trade sideways like this. Never come down, but trade sideways like this. So this is called a sideways consolidation. This is called a pullback. Okay, so in the pullback leg, okay, introduce you more technical terms now. In the pullback leg of the stock, it's not necessary for the stock price to come down. Sometimes it will do sideways like this before it continues to go up. And this one is the one that really pulls down. Okay, pulls down. So I hope this helps you understand the difference between a pullback and a sideways consolidation in an uptrend.
Proudly present an exclusive program. 60 Days of Trading Bursa with ChartNexus. Over 60 days of mentorship, you will be transformed into a competent trader following our trading process. You will receive daily trading plans and learn from the tutorial videos and weekly webinars in our exclusive members page. All traders will be equipped with a mobile app for daily pre-market trading plan broadcast. A members-only page with over 100+ video tutorials and weekly webinar in our stock screening platform. For traders who are too busy to follow the market movers, we will update you through the halftime report. You will never miss the next buy signal or sell reasons. Together as a community we will track this list of stocks. Receive our pre-market opening bell broadcast where the trading plan is shared and will include the volume trigger value that is necessary before we execute a trade. Gain access to our stocks discussions on follow-ups on the stocks we are tracking where news catalysts are being updated regularly. Let's try SCOMNET. Search for SCOMNET and you can see the trading plan and all the discussions happening under the comment. Learn from the tutorial videos to improve your chart reading and stock picking skills. Pay special attention to Lesson 3 as this is the core principle in our chart reading. Use our stock screener to look for stocks with buyers in control. You will have an arsenal of trading strategies to choose from in multiple stock exchanges for your selection. With our advanced screening technology, your next winner is closer. So give us your next 60 days and let us transform you into a competent trader. Please find the registration link below.
So whenever you see this characteristic, volume spike, white candle, now the other thing I want to introduce to you is the candle spread. Okay, candle spread. So let's take a look at this candle. Now this candle, you have the opening price at 41.5, and then you have the candle high. Okay, candle high at 49.5. Now, so what's the difference? 49.5 minus 41.5, you will have 8 cents. Okay, so this spread itself is 8 cents. This spread itself is 8 cents. Now, if you require, this is the volume. So I'm reading the volume, transaction volume, total value of the volume. The scale is on the left-hand side. So this level is 3.3 million. So when this stock 3.3 million drives a 8 cent spread, it's good, it's normal. Because if such a high transaction volume comes into the stock, you will expect this stock to have a very long spread. Okay, because it keeps taking out the sell queue. There is from 41.5, move up 42, 42.5, 43, 43.5, keep buying up, buying up, buying up, buying up. Therefore, you have a very big spread based on this high volume. Now, question is, if the next time you see such a high volume coming in and you do not see the spread of the candle as high as the previous time it achieved this volume, this stock has encountered selling. Okay, has encountered selling. All right. So what do I mean? Just imagine this. This stock from 41.5 cents keep going higher and higher and higher and higher and achieve an 8 cents gain spread. But this stock, this candle, just take a look at the candle low. Okay, I'm going to remove all the unnecessary information so that the chart is clean and you understand what I'm talking about. And I probably want to zoom in for you. I'm talking about this candle. Okay. Then I'm going to draw the spread. Okay. Now you see this volume is as high as the previous day. Okay. The previous day's volume is 3.37 and this day is about 3.45. So the previous time when it hit 3.37 million, you see 8 cent spread. The next time you see 3.37, how come the spread is only half of the previous day? Why would the stock not go higher? Why would the stock price on this day not go and give you an 8 cent spread? Why? The answer is because they are selling. Can you imagine whenever the stock go up to 49.50 and then it cannot sell? After it tries to go up again, go to 52, cannot sell down. Go to 52 again, cannot sell the whole day unless 52 sell down to 50. Go back to 52, come down to 50, go up to 52, come to 50. Keep doing this up, down, very narrow action, and then the volume accumulate. Okay, if it is real buying, when the volume comes into the stock, such a high volume comes into the stock, we expect the price to break the resistance, okay, to break the next level, the sell queue, 51, 52, 53, keep going higher and higher and higher, and therefore achieve a higher spread. Okay, a very good example will be G Packet. Okay, now G Packet, you can see as it go higher and higher and higher, take a look at the candle spread. It is bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, with higher volume, you see bigger spread, normal. That is why you can see this G Packet is able to go higher and higher. Okay, normal. This is what we want to see. Now, can you see when it starts to go into 150s, 130s, you look at the volume. This tells you that, this stock bo lat liao. 完蛋了，没有元气了，然后 coming down, okay, coming down. So this is the warning sign. Okay, so this is the little lesson on the volume that I want to share with you, because this is the core principle of my analysis. So once you know this, later when we go through the stock, you will know what I'm talking about. Okay, so now you see the next time you have this volume, this is what, 6 million. Okay, 6.7 million. Okay, the stock price candle went up. The spread is very wide. Good, normal, right? Normal. And then when it starts to pull back, you see the volume lower than when it's going up. Okay, so at this stage, this is what I call the akan datang state. That means we are waiting for the return of the buyers before we buy this stock. Okay, before we buy this stock right here. Okay, right here, before we buy the stock. So this is another long white candle with also quite high volume. So normal. Okay, normal. So if you open up the chart, okay, if I don't see this crazy day at the crazy day, you can see that every time there's a volume spike in Advanta, this stock is white candle. Can you see? So this is how you identify whether the smart money buyer is in control or the sellers are in control. Okay, now this is just a very simple and basic candlestick volume analysis that everybody should know as a defense skills, or as a defense skills, chart reading skill. Okay, even before you use the indicators. So this Advanta now, okay, this is the core principle in analysis. Now we are at the daily time frame. Okay, now we are talking about multi-time frame analysis. The English, the Angmo is called multi-time frame analysis. Okay. Now I'm going to go through multi-time frame analysis with you. So Advanta on this day, this is the daily chart. Okay, you can see we've got many different time frame, daily, weekly, monthly, daily chart. Okay, personally, I go down to the hourly chart, daily chart, weekly chart. I use these 3 time frame to try to understand what is the stock telling me. All right, telling me. So right now, you as a beginner, you can use daily and weekly is more than enough. Now, before you take a trade based on the daily chart, you cross-check with the weekly chart. You cross-check with the weekly chart. Okay, when you cross-check with the weekly chart, you will see that, okay, this is before Advanta go crazy. Okay, so I'm going to show you before it go crazy. All right, so this is the week where we saw the buyer in control. So when you switch on to the weekly chart, what you see? Okay, you saw that, oh, high volume, and there is a long upper shadow. Now, this particular pattern is also very deadly. I want to introduce you to this. It's called shooting star. Okay, in Japanese candlestick analysis, it's called shooting star. Now, it is a very highly regarded psychological reversal signal. Okay, now let me ask you this question. If a stock accord such a high volume on the weekly chart, you will expect the candle to be a full white candle to signify that there are a lot of buyers. True or false? Okay, yes, that is true, yeah. Okay, why? Because if, like I say, high volume come in, you see full white candle, it is the buyers in control. But what you're looking at here is a long upper tail. Throughout the week, the stock chart actually went to the high of 96.5 with such a high volume. Okay, with such a high volume. Now the question is, why didn't it close at 95, 96? Why did it close at 74? So for the price to drop from 95 all the way to 94, to 74, it requires selling. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are new and don't know what I mean by sell, what sell Q, buy Q, let me log into my trading platform. Give me one moment. I'll show you the buy, sell Q. Okay. Here you go. So this is the buy Q. This is the sell Q. Okay. So can you imagine for a stock to close below 95 cents to go to 90, to close to 80 cents? It requires 95 cents, 3 million units queuing here to buy 95 cents. It requires someone to sell 3 million units to clear this 95. It will go down to 94.5. Okay. Let me open up the trade queue to show you. Where's my trade queue? Q analysis. There you go. Market close can only there. Okay, you see 95. Okay, 3 million units queuing to buy 95. Now, the 3 million units is not satu orang. It's not one person queuing to buy 3 million. It is collectively you, me, plus a lot of investors out there. Some buy more, some buy less, little, all queuing up to buy 95. So someone need to sell 3 million to clear this 95 cents before we see 94.5. 94.5, you see only 195 people queuing there. Let's say if there's 1 million, someone need to sell 1 million to drive the price down to 94. another 300,000 queuing there, sell 300, bring down to 93.5, bring down to 93. That is how the stock price come lower. Someone need to sell. Okay, so that is how the share price come lower. So now back to this candle. So that is why when you see a long upper shadow, it means that selling has taken place. And when you see such a high volume selling has taken place, sellers are in control. Okay, sellers are in control. So we want to siam the stock first. We don't want to come back into the stock. So too fast, too early. Okay, we may get hurt. Right? So this is this candle. Now, here come Advanta story. So after you see this candle, the price indeed starts to come down. Yeah, it come down, and then this is the first buyer coming into the stock. Can you see this week? Pop coming in. Okay, and you see as the candle starts to come down, you can see lower and lower volume. Okay, that means the sellers are getting weaker and weaker and weaker. In come the buyer. Very good. Okay, but we don't want to buy first because it's the first day the buyer's stamp comes in. So when do we want to buy? We want to buy later. Okay, when we see more evidence of buyers in control. So we go on to the next week. Okay, you can see that suddenly selling return. Okay, and then drive the two candles down with increasing volume, telling you that the sellers are in control. Now, this one is the COVID-19 breakout pandemic, yeah? Okay, sellers are in control. And then you may ask, Xiaobo, COVID-19 pandemic, how come Advanta that time nobody wants? I also don't know, but we follow the candle. Okay, let me just repeat. Very funny, right? Here, Advanta go up because COVID-19, they supply, I think, mask or PPE. Also, the stock is in demand, so it went up. Here, how to explain? Okay, so that's why it's very important to follow the buyer and seller. So here you see sellers are in control. So we siam first. So first white candle telling you that buyers step back in, but you look at the volume compared to the selling, weaker. So don't enter first. Tak masuk. Don't enter first. We wait for more evidence. This is the more evidence we are looking for. Okay, this this high volume transaction with white candle tell you that the sellers over here all sold out already. In comes the buyer. So from this week onwards, we can start to look for an entry into Advanta. Okay, we can start to look for an entry into Advanta. Go to the next candle. This particular week, you can see that the volume is low, the candle is small. It's telling you that, this is a normal consolidation after these two buyers candle. So what we want to wait for is this week, we look for an opportunity to buy. So this week is, where? There you go. This week, look for an opportunity to buy. So this week, this is the date. Okay, this is the date. So it is 10th of April that week. Now I move back to the daily chart. Let's look for 10th of April. 10th of April. 10th of April is here. Okay, here. So this just nice 10th of April. So by looking at this chart, can you see that this stock is in the akan datang state? It move up, consolidate with low volume. Can you see that? If you can see that, this is the setup that I am always hunting for. Okay, so if you understand what I'm saying, this is the time to look to buy Advanta, not try to buy at 28 cents. Okay, not try to buy it. If I tell you buy at 28 cents, the rebound here, this is called hindsight. Okay, Chinese 3 character, 马后炮. So no, we need to, I need to see buyers comes in, take a rest before I hook the stock, before I buy the stock. Okay, if I don't see this, I got no confidence to buy. When I see this, it consolidate, I know the buyers are still in control. I want to buy Advanta here. Okay, but not buy immediately. Buy when we buy when we buy here. On the day when the volume comes back into the stock, white candle telling you that the buyer step back into the stock, you buy. Okay, you buy. Then here it dropped down, right? Here it dropped down, right? You wait for because you know that this one increase in high volume and this one pull back with low volume, you know that it is still considered akan datang state. You wait for the next white candle come in, you can buy more. Okay, you can buy more. And then the rest is history. Okay, the rest keep going up, then you celebrate.
Please subscribe our YouTube channel. and open the bell to get the notification of our new video. Also like and follow our Facebook page.